Well, lots of important data to watch out for, and clearly our viewers are going to benefit from the same. The first and the most important question: where do you see Nifty headed over the next 6 months? And most brokers as well as fund managers are of the view that it will be below the 8,500 mark, but there are a few who are optimistic. In fact, 24% believe that it can actually be above the 9,100 mark. Talk of Sensex then, 54%, rather more than 50% believe that it will be in the range of 28,000 to 32,000. The 10% still are hopeful that it could go above the 35,000 mark. We also asked a question about which stocks do you expect to outperform the market, and clearly mid-caps was the clear winner here, as most brokers believe that mid-caps would be outperforming the markets. In terms of sectors as to which would give the maximum or the least returns, clearly it was the financials as well as the technology stocks which look very promising, and brokers are endorsing it for higher returns. However, on the downside, it's the PSU banks which look like would be giving maximum pain over the next 6 months, followed by utilities as well as metals. We also asked them about the biggest risk to the current bull run, and most brokers were of the view that no pickup in corporate earnings would be the biggest risk. In terms of some macro data and when would Fed be increasing rates there, most brokers are of the view that it will happen only after 2015, while there are about 7% who think that it could happen by June end, and more than 20% believe that it could happen sometime in September as well. And in terms of RBI cutting rates, 43% of the brokers as well as fund managers are of the view that we could see a cut of 25 basis points in the year 2015. In terms of other asset classes, we also asked them about if debt would be outperforming equities, and most brokers are of the view that borrowings would increase in the year 2015 and debt will clearly outperform equities. Well, that's a surprise, and it'll be interesting to watch how that pans out. And finally, we also asked him about how they expect crude to shape up by the end of 2015, and most brokers are of the view that it could settle somewhere between $50 to $70 barrel per mark. However, it's just about 3% who think that it can actually go below the $40 per barrel mark. But it'll be interesting to see how this one shapes as well.
Find us on Facebook at facebook.com/ETNow, and don't forget to click the like button. You can also follow us on Twitter at ETNowLive. To stay updated with all our programming, hit the subscribe button on our YouTube channel by logging on to youtube.com/user/ETNow.